The following content is not meant for children. Hello, and welcome everyone to Aelix's Stellaris Empires, and today I have something truly special. This is amazing, and I think you're gonna love it, and it is also one of the more simple things to play, because there's a few aspects of the game you can completely ignore, and I love it. So, let's get into the Kodranite Swarm. Or Kodranines. So, let's begin. Alright. I selected lithoids, and I particularly liked these kind of insectoid looking ones for this particular build, which, if you noticed at the end, is a terravore, which means they eat planets. So, the insectoid, ish, reminds me of locusts kind of thing. I decided this lovely thing here. The green color just really makes it pop. So, species name, the Kodranite, also kind of a nanite thing going there with the night things. Long ago, when I were few, there had been a grand descent. From then I grew. I grew many eyes, I grew many legs, and I grew hungry. Then I grew smart enough and grew beyond the planet, and now I seek more. Yeah, it's a hungering swarm. It's awesome. I went with Lithoid 3 because it has that nice alien apostrophe things going. Didn't have to put a whole lot of thought in this one. It happens, but it's not the, key thing, not like the foxes. But this is really nice. Okay, now we're starting to get into the nitty-gritty. Alright, so we start off as lithoids, which, if you don't know, 25% pop growth penalty, but habitability plus 50%, army health plus 50%, and leader lifespan plus 50%. Which is great. And we're hive-minded, so happiness doesn't matter. Leader lifespan plus 50, minus 25, you're still an advantage. Fleeting is pretty much free points. Unruly, Empire's Ball from Pops. One of those I'm not really sure if I want to keep entirely, but it works for me because of how I play. Alright, and then we have Industrious, because minerals are very important. Strong, Worker Pop Resources, because minerals are very important. And Volatile Excretions. This is one of the unique things to lithoids, and basically, as you grow in population, you'll get free volatile motes. And there's a little bit of an exploit we can do to really just nudge that up, especially at the beginning of the game, where it's very nice. Moving on. The name and class of the home world, I decided to do with a desert world, largely because my other lithoids are all ice and I wanted to do something different. The homeworld name is The Impact, and I chose the name Varul. And for you Star Trek fans out there, know I can swear well in Romulan. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. City appearance, I went with lithoid because I like the lithoid rock city thing, and these guys being rocks totally works. Origin, Calamitous Birth. This is awesome. It really is. You start with a massive crater deposit on your homeworld, giving you additional total districts and mining districts. And all you really need to be is lithoid. You also have the ability to create meteorite colony ships and travel at great speed, but damages their target planets. But with a 50% habitability boost, it's really nice. Anyway, moving on. Government and ethics. So we have to be a Gestalt consciousness to be a hive mind to get the terravore. And here's some of the things that make it easier. You do not engage with diplomacy. You cannot access the galactic market. You cannot terraform planets. That makes it easy. Has the Hunger Caches Belly on all other empires, and that also makes it easy. You don't have to make claims and all that. You just go, no, we're at war and I'm going to eat your stuff, including your people. You can consume worlds, you gain society research from eating pops, and you have all these other wonderful starbase influence cost, hull ship points, hull armor regen, daily armor regen. Being that you are, minerals and so are your ships, they have a regenerative quality, and that's awesome. A research speed to biology, also awesome. So you're going to want to go for like the biological technology ascension, which is great. You can then, fix that unruly and fleeting if you want. We're back here, and I also went with the subspace phase, which is increased our naval capacity, which is very important because we're going to need to do a lot of combat. And then as you go through, the habitability and pop amenity usage is really nice. Divided attention can be really helpful. Neural network, not bad, but not the thing we're going to primarily focus on. One mind is great. Your leaders get less likely to have traits, plus monthly unity. That's generally what I end up taking is one mind, but it's not always. And strength of legions, not so much, because the bonus army damage isn't so necessary, because there are technologies for that, and we're already lithoids with that bonus. And subsumed will. Empire Sprawl from Pops minus 20%. If you need it, it is great. And then Empath is not one that we have to worry about, because we don't do diplomacy. Next step. The Advisor, I stick to Lithoid. And of course, for those who haven't heard it before, it's like it's Optimus Prime that does dad jokes.
Rubble it in, why don't you? Rubble it in, why
come on.
don't you?
Give us another one.
Rubble it in.
Okay, fine, don't. Alright, we're the Kodranite Swarm, and Kodranite... You get it. Alright, now for this flag. I definitely wanted to show something. It was like, okay, we are hollowing out this planet, and we are dropping down. And then we have the, big V cutout. And these particular colors of, like, tan and green, looks pretty good on the map, too. Ship appearance, we got lithoid ships. And with the tan being the primary color, it actually turns out to be this really cool yellow, which is great. And ruler, I went with color variant 2 because that is the bright green color to better match the flag. And room 16, because it keeps it open. There was no really great room for it, and I already had used the lithoid room. The original lithoid room. But it feels too cold, so 16 with a big open window on the desert world seems fine to me. Ruler title, Hive Mind, and this guy, I just kind of went random. So, Rebrook Stellharm. Stellharm. Harms stellar things. So, that's this swarm. What I'm going to do is load up a game to show you this Terravore thing real quick. So, as you see, I have this little chunk of the galaxy here, and I've started eating these people over here, the Kelbrid Keepers, another one of my races, I'm sure you'll see. And, oh, yeah, there's the Chlorphores, and a few others. So, and a lot of these you'll see later. Paruva are somewhere, I thought. No, I think I already ate them. Anyway, so, one thing you can do is the, get that Alpine World. Where is it? Nope. There, no? Third one. There we go, so we can colonize this with a meteorite, which costs, less materials. We're just going to do that. And while that's going, I have some other planets already set up. Oh no. Oh, this has happened again. Well, we'll just ignore that for a moment. And let's see. We have these frontier sectors. Let's see. Consumption. And we're already consuming that world, so in 59 days, this will pop up with some rewards. But as you see, the devastation keeps building up, and as you consume the planet, you will eat up districts. So one thing I have done is Unity. I want to get the expansion path and do the Mastery of Nature Ascension perk, so I can get 3 more districts out of all the planets, which will get me 3 more of those lovely, lovely more and more of those lovely free bonuses. It'll either give you minerals, or alloys, or even population, which is great. That's a refinery world, which we're not going to worry about. It was consumption. Yep. Which is great. Alright, well, we're working on this. And what happens is when I'm done with a planet, and I've consumed all the districts that I can, I then just take the population and chuck them to a planet I actually want to populate. Such as, you know, these impact worlds, or these new expansions that I put in over here. Or occasionally you'll find those, as you find an enemy that, you know, lives on Gaia worlds, and you're like, you know what? I don't need to destroy this Gaia world. This size 24 planet with, you know, Gaia specifications, that's nice. We'll keep this one. I mean, we won't use those yucky green food districts, but... Alright, so Consume World. Yields bodies for the swarm, and as you see, the population's gone from 10 to 11. And that's basically what you do. You become a scourge across the universe. You just move across space, find their planets, land your armies, eat the people, then eat the planets. One point when I was having a war up here, this planet was once a homeworld, and it is now a desolate wasteland. The devastation is at 11%, it has a 0% habitability, and has -1 districts now. All because, if we can, here we are, the districts are all lithoid devastation, and you can't clean this up. Well, if you try, it's like, you did this, you don't want to fix this. And it's amazing, and I love it. So, with that being said, here's where I'll say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you like the series, check out other videos on my channel. I think you may like them too. Also, please remember to do that usual YouTube stuff of like, comment, share, and subscribe, because that really does help me out. And if you could, check out the links down below where all the really good stuff is. With that being said, thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all next time.